Taking a look at the local news, the Crookston Housing and Economic Development Authority Board had a discussion during their meeting Tuesday about the proposed nonprofit child care center in Crookston. Executive Director Craig Hoyseth told the board that there have been no new proposed sites for the public regarding possible locations for a child care center within the city of Crookston. Lacking new proposed sites within Crookston, the board, City Administrator Shannon Stassen, and council members in attendance encouraged Hoyseth to continue working to solidify the numbers regarding the cost of retrofitting the former Glenmore Recovery Center. While Hoyseth said it remains a valuable discussion about whether or not there would be a city or Cheetah investment, local businesses have been very supportive of providing financial support to make the child care center feasible.
Our business community is very forward-thinking. They understand there's a problem in child care, and they are willing to come forward and say, hey, we're willing to invest in that problem in order to help our workforce. It's been really exciting, the conversations that I've had with some of the major employers in town that are willing to come forward and say, hey, we want in. We want to be able to have some slots. We want our employees taken care of and actually bring in some dollars on an ongoing basis to make sure that this child care center is able to function for years to come. I really compliment the business community with that forward-thinking attitude. It gives us a lot more strength as a community, as Crookston or Cheetah, if we invest in it.
And Councilman Jake Fee spoke in support of a one-time investment by the city to help get the center off the ground, while Councilman Tom Vedbrun wanted to know what skin was in the game for those running the proposed child care center. Hoyseth said that skin in the game is a bit harder to quantify with a nonprofit because you won't see an equity return with a financial investment. But he did estimate that Erica Lucky has spent more than 1,000 hours working to get a nonprofit organization established, securing a $20,000 grant for the center in addition to planning on closing her own child care business to run the center. Hoyseth, Stassen, Cheetah board members, and council in attendance all seem to agree that it would be preferential that any investment by the city of Crookston is a one-time investment. Councilman Dale Stainbrook said to move forward, there need to be some solid numbers on what it will cost to get the child care center operational. Hoyseth said the current child care centers realize there is a need for child care. They're just worried about their staff getting poached, while adding he would do the work to have some pretty solid numbers in place before the Cheetah meeting in May.
Ultimately, the board had a really good, positive discussion today, contributed by administration and council. And, we just think that we're on the right track. It may end up being a child care center on the outskirts of town. But again, we're still looking for other partners or opportunities inside the city limits. But if none come forward, we are ready to move forward and try and put together the best deal. The board was somewhat insistent that we keep pressing forward, that we don't keep talking about the issue, that we actually do something. And doing something may well include an investment. And so by the next board meeting, I did tell the board that we would have some numbers put together so they could really scrutinize what that investment might look like. And I'm really excited. I think that if everything falls into place, we could see something actually happening here by the end of the summer.
Many employers throughout the area, including the city of Crookston, have had either potential employees turn down a job or leave a position due to a lack of child care in the area. Most recently, Otter Tail Power Company lost 2 employees who couldn't find available child care within 45 miles of Crookston.